The soul is the spiritual essence or aspect of a human being which confers individuality and humanity. Different creationism theories defined soul-body relationship in different ways. Plato believed soul is the most ancient and divine of all things. It is immortal, eternal, infinite, indestructible, pure, and the true self of a person. It is beyond visibility and the part of invisible world of ideas or form. Plato in his book Republic mentioned about the myth of air, the famous tale from Greek mythology, in explaining the nature of soul, the journey of soul from death to rebirth. It also tells about resurrection and transmigration of soul. The myth of air narrates the story of a soldier named Air who died in a battlefield. His soul leaves the body and reaches a very beautiful place. Other soldiers' souls were also present. His body lies on ground and remains undecomposed for 10 days. His soul saw 2 doors in the sky and 2 doors in the underworld, an entrance and an exit. Judges stood between these entrances and ordered each soul which path to follow. The good were guided to heaven, the immoral to the underworld. But Air was told to stay and observe in order to share the experience to the mortals. He saw from the exit door in heaven pure souls floated down and sharing the experience of beautiful sights and wonderful feelings. Whereas those are returning from the underworld, they are tired and lamenting the awful experience, as each was required to pay penalty for their past evil deeds. Murderers, tyrants were punished and made captive forever in underground. Air and other souls moved from there and arrived at a place where a rainbow of bright light could be seen. After 1 day of journey, they arrived there and found that the rainbow as a tree of necessity. Several women, including Lady of Necessity, her daughters, mermaids, were present. Each soul was given a lottery ticket and asked them to choose their next life. Air was only asked by them to observe the whole thing. Air found those who had been punished often choose a better life. Many preferred different life from their past experience. Animals have chosen to be human lives, whereas human often chosen animal life. After the choice, each soul with his assigned guardian spirit has asked to move on. All the soul with their guardian spirits arrived at the place of forgetfulness, where the river of forgetfulness flowed. Then each soul was asked to drink some of its water. After drinking the water, each soul forgot about their past life and lay down to sleep. Then each was lifted in different directions to be reborn. After 10 days, a soul returned to the body, but remembered nothing. When he opened his eyes, he found himself lying on the funeral pyre, unable to remember his journey through his afterlife. The story has strikingly similar concepts to the theory of samsara, of reincarnation of souls, of transcendence, and the teaching of Orphism. All the theories ultimately preaching or propagating 2 things. Refrain yourself from greed and material possession. Lead a modest, simple, and philosophical life. Socrates also believed that our life depends on 2 things: the choice we make and the character what we develop. And also, this is the standard of judgment for our soul. Success, fame may provide us happiness in a lifetime, but it might be considered as the wrongful deeds for your soul. So philosophically, virtuous life is beautiful and peaceful.